Hey guys, Heather here at Tye-Dyed Iguana, and today we are going to talk about the stories behind some of the names of the different animals that live here at the shop. So a lot of your reptiles and amphibians are going to be named after the people that found them, but then you get a lot of other different ones that are named for like either physical characteristics, like what they look like, or some of them are named for different behaviors that they have. So today we're going to check out some of the fun ones. First off, we'll enter our party room to take a look at our first animal that's definitely earned its name, the bearded dragon. This is Mr. Sam, and he's going to show off his beautiful beard. Alright, so as Sam is very obviously showing you, they are named for those rows of spikes on their throat that make kind of like a beard. And this beard will turn black when they're feeling stressed out, or in a male's case, in the mood for romance. So, yeah, these guys have very spiky beards. He's got a little bit of a softer beard because he's a leatherback. But I'll show you what a typical bearded dragon's beard looks like. Here we go. Here's a female that's going to show you a very nice beard. This is Miss Ella, and she's got a very droopy beard, but you can see all those spikes, and they'll puff that out sometimes, and the spikes will stick straight out, be very pointy, and form a very prominent beard. So they definitely earned their name of bearded dragon. And one of our females has a backwards beard where the spikes point like up and out instead of down, because she's a dunner and their spikes point all sorts of different directions. Alright, so right here we got a Gargoyle Gecko, and these guys definitely earn their name. They're actually named, if you look really closely at their skull, they got little tiny bumps back there. They got little bumps on their skull that kind of make them look like they have little horns, kind of like a gargoyle does. And that is exactly where they get their name. Alright, so you can see it a little bit better back here. You can see how his cranium is kind of bumpy back there. It forms a nice little ridge. So, yeah, and I think they have pretty pronounced snouts and everything. It just kind of makes them look like a little gargoyle in nature. But it looks like he doesn't want to show it off very much. He's kind of shy. So we'll let him go. Now we're going to take a peek into our Armadillo Lizard tank. These guys are pretty shy. They won't let me hold them, but that's okay. But as you can see, they've got a really unique way that their scales are. They got really tough, really rigid scales. And the way that they are shaped, it kind of makes them look like they're made out of armor. Kind of like an armadillo. And that is where they get their name from. They get it from how their scales look like plated armor, kind of like how an armadillo is. And the girdled Armadillo Lizard, this is a forest Armadillo Lizard. The girdled ones, they'll actually roll up into a ball like armadillos will for self-defense. So that's another reason why Armadillo Lizards get their name. Now we've got a lot of Pac-Man Frogs at our shop, and you've probably wondered why they get that name. Now all you gotta do is take a look at one of these guys and at just how big their mouth is. Now if you think of Pac-Man, you probably know what he looks like. He's just one giant mouth, and that's basically what a Pac-Man Frog is. And just like Pac-Man, they will eat just about anything they run into. And then if you look really close, they got tiny little back legs, tiny little front legs. So yeah, the majority of them is their mouth and stomach, just like Pac-Man. Yeah, these guys are really funny. And the reason for that is that these guys are ambush predators. They basically wait, like this little guy, they wait and hide, like they bury most of themselves underground with just like their mouth and their eyes above the ground. Whereas this guy, it's just a little bit of his mouth and his eyes. And they'll wait for a, like say a cricket to run along, and then they'll just launch themselves out of their little burrow and grab whatever they can and eat it. So, yeah, they love to eat.